man. Right. Like, yeah.
We are live, boys.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, my ninjas? How you doing? It's Jordan. Ramon.
Chikn. Oh, you see, I'm already fucking up the stream. My bad. I'm fucking it up.
It's all good.
My bad. Yeah.
But yeah, man, we come back for another week of Real Ninja Hours, man. We about to go ahead and cover a little sports this time. We go ahead and have a cool little group talk about that. A lot of hype events been going on in sports lately, man.
This week.
It's the season, alone, bro. Yeah. It's the season to do that.
Just the season to start
everything.
Everything can't even spoken it right.
Huh. Christmas and all that, bro. Like, I even care about
How
that.
dare you? Because it's just like around the corner.
We get tamales for Christmas.
Fuck tamales.
Hey, man, you need to chill, bro. It's real cool with me, man. That's my G.
And Thanksgiving, dude. Sorry, Jordan, you can't celebrate it, but it's cool.
Man, get out of here. Hey, man, I got my tofu and
that's it. That's all you got tofu. You got tofu.
That sounds fucking delicious, to be honest.
Bro, so bland.
That sounds great, dude.
But yeah, this week has been an interesting week of sports, especially in basketball lately. For sure, soccer.
Well, you guys gotta inform me because I don't know shit about basketball. Well, I mean, not that I don't know shit, I just don't keep up with it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, man, like you play basketball, bro?
Yeah, like I know the rules and everything, but I just I don't know.
I thought you
he's that one kid on the
court.
I
know, like,
didn't I play basketball with you? I played basketball with you guys. It was fucking you and Dante, Cooley, and Ramona.
For sure. Hey, cool. He knows the crew. He knows the crew. Like, it's all good though. But yeah, like I feel like Kyrie Irving, man. Kyrie Irving been killing the game, bro. Like on like a whole nother level, killing the game, bro. I mean, like before when they made this trade, when Cleveland they made that whole entire trade, I thought that I thought Boston was losing. They only got one guy.
No,
I did not believe in the potential, bro. I was not a believer, bro. I thought Boston took the L in the trade, bro. But clearly Cleveland took the L, yo. And they got this Dwayne Wade's he's burnt out.
Well,
Isaiah Thomas.
You gotta look at it. It wasn't just Kyrie that went to Cleveland. It was these two other cats. I forgot. I think it was Jerebko. No, was it Jerebko? They're stacked. They're really stacked. Aside from Kyrie,
they are.
But then again, I still felt that Kyrie should have still stayed in Cleveland to win another.
You feel like you should? Oh, you wanted them, bro.
I wanted to because that's where he started.
Loyalty, bro. Come on, man.
That's where he started from. Don't tell me if I got drafted somewhere, hopefully I stay there for my entire career and then hopefully win a few rings and stuff like that.
I know, but then LeBron came back and then he kind of was like, now this is my team. He kind of stole that from Kyrie, you know what I mean? Or got it.
But don't you guys think
I'm still getting rings though, right?
Huh?
But I'm still getting. You're still getting rings, right?
Fuck my opinion. No kidding. But I mean, I was saying if you get drafted, wouldn't you want to play for your home team, your hometown? I didn't stay there. Kind of I don't know if Kobe.
That's on some old school type shit. A lot of old school players did that. But in this new age,
it's all about money.
All about the W's, yo.
Money, winning, and the rings, bro.
Exactly, bro. So,
the only one that's still.
If you feel your career is going to be better in New Orleans, go move down south. It's good.
But why not actually try to help your team out other than just going over there being,
I mean,
why not trying to better your team?
Plus, that's not even fair in this game. He's going against a rookie right there, and Kyrie's look at that, bro.
Yeah, but he's made it to the big leagues. If you make it to the big leagues, you gotta be able to go with the big dogs. No,
it's just it's.
No puppy want the chow. The big dogs.
I feel the reason why Kyrie left was because of what Jordan said earlier. Because he was getting overshadowed by LeBron, but. If you really think about it, it's like that when he went when LeBron went to Miami. There's a few players that were superstars that got overshadowed. So I think Kyrie he wanted to stay, but in the sense he wanted.
He wants his own dynasty, bro. I mean, a thing about this NBA, especially with Golden State, you have a lot of super teams out there. People gather as many talented players as possible, and they try to run the game with it. Like they really just try to like dominate. It's becoming a culture now to get a super team, get a team of like 3 or 4 stars around you instead of everybody having their own team and it being competitive. A competitive NBA is kind of dying a little bit. We get excited when we see
it's dying on the Eastern Conference, but on the Western Conference,
true. It's never been dead on the West.
It never was. It's just it evolved. Like look at the Warriors. They got Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Seth Curry, and Draymond Green.
Stacked team.
And but what's the fun? But it's
stacked. And it's like, where's the competition? I like.
But then again, like those 3 players, like Draymond, Klay, and Seth, were actually drafted, and they were homegrown. Like they were homegrown by the.
I know, but it's
and then like teams are like, so why can't teams do that as well? Like develop players and homegrown them and like make them become superstars? Because like.
I get you.
So it's like I get the whole like business of it, like super teams would be other teams, but at the same time, the Warriors weren't shit before before Kyrie and them.
Yeah. I
mean Klay.
Sorry. True that. I mean, like Kobe was under the radar before everybody fucking knew about Kobe. You know what I mean?
And he was drafted by the Bobcats.
Exactly. But that's the thing though. Like, no matter what your rotation is, it's about your legacy and it's about what you stood up against. Charles Barkley is a great NBA player. Don't necessarily got no doves, but he's still a legendary.
He balled out.
Yeah, exactly. It's because he was a competitive player.
But
there's
then
no value in the competition anymore. Is all I'm saying.
Even if you have that mentality, it's like that's not even good enough nowadays too. Like
no, let's say it's good enough.
No, well, like if you think
players
about
like
it, so let's say.
What do you mean, like competitive?
Well, let's say like for example. Like, let's say LeBron was, like, just competitive and he didn't care about rings. He just cared about, like, just making it happen. Like, then I guess the whole point is, like, playing, like, for basketball for the love of the game. But it's pointless. Then, like, I'd rather win rings. That's just me, though. Like, I prefer rings over just for the love of the game.
I feel like you'll be, like, the one who holds
the
team down. Yeah, you could get both.
Yeah, I feel like when you compete, you enjoy the game more. You win. You don't just win the ring. You actually win.
You're playing it because you love the sport, not because you're just fucking doing it for the money. Then again, I'll do it for the money too.
I mean, a lot of people do it for the money. I think it's a lot of people, like, period.
I know, but it shows when you're, like, do it for the game, though. Like, like, you watch all these, like, players and stuff.
You see the passion that mess like runs it. Like, it's amazing. I think, players like what's his name, bro? Like Lillard and stuff, and like Paul George, like I said before, and I'm forgetting the other person's name, but
Westbrook is one of them for sure.
Yeah, they like to compete. They like having other like they don't like to stack their team because it's like about my legacy and how I competed with my team against another person's legacy. That legacy battling, man. That's what made NBA in the 90s, and everybody was loving that crap.
Yeah, because people play defense and they're actually going at it. Nowadays, it's like you get like a simp foul, like, oh, you better touch me, and then just like get all like, come on, man. Back then they're
don't
throwing.
Even get me started on flopping in the NBA, bro.
Hey, I do that too when I play basketball at the park.
I know you do, bro.
Nah, but like it's interesting nowadays, like where players get to like choose where to go. And especially they can like Kyrie, like he was actually like complaining because of he was being overshadowed. But most of the time it's management as well, like the business side of it, because there's a lot of players that are really good, but then end up like getting screwed over whether they can't, get the contract to keep producing and getting their careers jump started. Because like I had a friend who said that one of our buddies, he was like, the Lakers are a team that tends to ruin a rookie's career because it's either like you got to be a superstar level, and if you're not, you're out. Like, you're expendable, basically. So, like, let's see where, like, look at D'Angelo Russell. Like, aside from his little, like, media outreach with...
Bro, D'Angelo Russell was a decent player. I believe he's a great scorer, but he's not a leader on the... He's not a floor general. He does not know how to control what he has, I mean, he's pretty good at assists, and he's, like I said, he can create a shot, but it was not enough. I don't think he was enough. And then after he pulled that little simp BS,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Aside from that, but like, it's just like, But then again, he was a kid, so he was 19 at the time when that happened.
I know, but it's like
so it's like it's his first year.
It's true. You know,
and
we
like,
should forgive people, man.
Yeah,
totally
but LA fans don't forgive. They're pretty brutal. So
yeah,
it's like,
right. Man, I ain't forgive him to like just now. My bad. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know, with D'Angelo Russell, I honestly thought he wasn't a point guard. I thought he was more of a shooting guard. Like after his second year, when he started getting more shots.
That's because he was not passing the not passing
but like
the ball.
I'm saying, like that's
like,
when but like I'm saying, like he
court.
found his true niche, like as to like he needs to like shoot, instead of a typical point guard. Yeah, he's not. So I think he's more of a shooting guard in my opinion. But like I said, I could be wrong, or it could be right. You never know, people. And, James Harden's a beast, by the way. Just dropped 56 points.
I mean, anybody who's watching the stream, you're welcome to comment,
and you can help us out about basketball, because, like,
fact check, for sure. Like,
like, there's a lot of
be quiet the whole time. He's like, I have
no idea what the fuck's going on.
Look at James Harden. And speaking of James Harden, like, the thing I don't like about the guy is when he drives, it's like, he's like, you're bound to, like, once you foul him, it's like, free throw mode. Yeah, he's in free throw mode right there. Like,
bro, I
hate the fact, because the way how he tucks the ball.
Bro, flopping in the NBA is a real skill these days, bro. I mean, like, some of these dudes deserve Academy Awards, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
They're getting that from soccer, though. From football.
That's like true,
that's the
bro.
A+ players right there.
Bro, like, I thought flopping in the NBA was bad till I looked at some highlights of, like, flopping in soccer, bro.
That's the reason Mexico lost the World Cup.
I
with it wasn't a penalty.
With Arjen Robben from Holland, and the funny thing is like he admitted to that it wasn't, but the second one was a penalty. The first
the second one, but
it should have been 1-1 going to penalties at least. But they got the revenge like 3-4 months after that game.
What does it matter though?
But I'm just saying,
that's the World Cup.
It is.
But
I just got to run that out there. They won 2-3-1 or 2-1.
Yeah, but what's it's
all right. Whatever.
I mean, Holland didn't win it either, but I mean they got eliminated from the World Cup.
Yeah, they came close. Ronaldo's the biggest prima donna. Queen. He's like
Ronaldo. He plays for Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
He's from Portugal.
Portugal. And he won the Euro Cup, by the way, this past year.
He won something. He won a few titles. Ballon. What is it? The fucking
Ballon d'Or. Honestly, my knowledge of soccer comprises completely of FIFA 2016.
But these are highlights from the World Cup. But yeah, Ronaldo.
I'm not even putting it up yet, but if we don't look at that until I play it.
I'm sorry. It's really a habit, like just to look like.
I didn't even put it.
But Ronaldo, he's a great player. I'm not gonna take that away from him, but it's just like
he's one of the best.
It's like, why do you have to flop in every single play? Like even
every player flops. Doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if you're the best player. Apparently he's the best player. If you're the worst player, everybody
James says he's the best.
Well, compared to
Messi, he says I'm not taking says back anyway.
And but you know what? Aside from that, day in and day out, he's producing.
He's good.
He's producing for his country, his club. And he's right now he's in the midst of a little like tax problem aside from that, but that's just the one.
Him? I thought it was Messi who was with the tax problem.
Messi's already they already charged him.
They already charged him. Well, he's coming up.
He's like 2 years, 3 years probation, something like that. But
threw his dad under the bus.
I honestly hope.
He threw his dad under the bus for the taxes.
I think so. Yeah,
he's like my dad does my taxes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, because it's crazy how like when you start in soccer, it's like how like in basketball you get these shoe companies deals and whatnot. I think like for soccer it's image rights and like to promote their things and whatnot. And I guess like Ronaldo's like evading like 13 million euros or something like that.
Motherfucker's rich. He has a Bugatti custom made for him.
Do you see his garage? It's insane.
Yeah, it has like a CR7, which is like Cristiano Ronaldo's
custom made
number 7. Yeah,
he has custom made cars. But yeah,
and this motherfucker's I don't get it.
Hey, Bugatti's like a what?
It's the fastest car in the world.
No, it's actually
like
a Bugatti.
Bugatti.
No,
it's the fastest car in the world. It's illegal here in the U.S.
Have you seen
Is it illegal here? I think it is.
Oh, man.
No, it's illegal here in Cali, isn't it?
Bro, there's a Bugatti here in Cali.
I don't think it's illegal here, bro.
No, I think
because I see one in Beverly Hills. When I used to work in Beverly Hills, I would always see like a Bugatti, a white one, or like there's one for a store that actually has their own Bugatti like to merchandise their product. So it's a gold Bugatti or yellow or something. It's in Beverly Hills. But yeah, CR7 man, that's the one issue like I have with him. Just
pay his taxes. Why is it that the richest people are the ones that don't avoid taxes? Why isn't it?
They
Like,
don't get in trouble for that shit. Watch me do that shit, man. The collector's gonna be like,
I think because since they make so much money and then we look up to them, like they feel like they're entitled to get away with things, but in reality they shouldn't.
Consistently, you know.
Yeah, but you don't hear like fucking Steve or fucking whatever, anybody like around here being like, oh, he evaded taxes. No, it's always.
Ramon, what would happen to you if you evaded your taxes, bro?
Shit, man, I think what.
We'll find out. But I mean, like,
I'll probably find out before.
I had some neighbors that got evicted because they were avoiding taxes. Crazy.
You don't
That's
see
the first
the
time I hear
that. So I'm just saying, like, I guess they would come after you if you, like, obviously you either serve jail time depending how much you are evading. So it's
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, why is it that the rich have the money to pay taxes? Why are they the ones who fucking avoid it the most? Yeah, dude, it's like it's retarded.
I mean, they like on some Mayweather, dog.
I think so, right?
It's like Wesley Snipes. He actually did jail time. Jail time.
Yale.
Yeah, dude.
Going to
Jail time. Like,
man. That's
I
good.
mean, it was.
I don't know. So it's and then even the head coach that Ronaldo played under, Jose Mourinho. They're accusing him of the same thing, image rights. Again, like I don't know why these players and coaches are promoting things, and then next thing you know, they trying to get screwed over at the end of the day. But according to Mourinho, he said he paid them off. But I don't know. That's the one issue with soccer players is there's always an image right issue with taxes or just taxes in general.
Yeah.
So and then aside from that, I want to see a Ronaldo Messi, semifinal, even a final in the World Cup. But they're saying that Germany's gonna make it for sure. France is a sleeper for sure. Like they're very good on paper, Yeah. I'm just mad that they don't have Karim Benzema from Real Madrid. He's really good in my opinion.
Benzema?
Hell yeah, he's a beast, bro. Have you played on all right? Aside from real life,
I told you, dog. The whole knowledge of soccer just goes straight from the FIFA.
Yeah, dude. And it's crazy because a lot of people either and you think about it, like a lot of people play that game because it's universal and it brings people together, just like the World Cup. A lot of people get into the World Cup.
Same thing with 2K, man, or Madden, bro.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is with the FIFA, it's like one of the biggest games out there.
Yeah.
It's worldwide. Like here, it's not big because we're Americans. We like football, basketball, and baseball.
It's big, and speaking of World Cup, I feel bad for my Chilenos. They didn't qualify. I was really shocked. Chile when they didn't make it.
Yeah.
So right now, there's a playoff for I think 4 or 5 spots left in the World Cup. Today Italy played. They lost sadly to Sweden 1-0.
Honduras was playing today, huh?
Yeah, they played. They're playing right now as we speak. Actually,
nah, I think
it's a 7.
I fucking checked like around 6. It's 45
well, it
minutes.
should be over by now, but they were playing. Well,
it's
the
8.
game, the game started at 7:30. That's what it said. So it should be like second half maybe. But
look that up.
I actually want New Zealand to win over Honduras. I can't stand those Hondureños. Sorry.
You're already getting hated, dude. Motherfucker. I don't want, dude. I don't have nothing against Hondureños, dude. I love everybody. Ramon's a piece of shit, dude.
It's like they beat Mexico 3-2. No, it's because like
they beat Mexico
3-2.
Honduras
on the final game. Final game.
I mean, like I don't want to fucking say anything, but Honduras is not that great of a team.
Yeah, 3-2, and who else? Greece lost to Croatia 4-1 yesterday. There's a few teams that played yesterday. So I'm really interested who's going to come out in like the African playoff leg. I want to see who makes it because it's always like for some reason in every World Cup there's an African team that makes it. Like in 2010 Ghana made it to like the quarterfinals and it was pretty bees. Aside from like their players doing stupid shit, but
it's Australia. Is it Australia?
So what about you, man? What do you think on the World Cup, and who would you like to like win? Like,
the U.S.
They're
fucking pieces of shit lost, dude.
Hey man, when you got these
who the fuck are they
suburban middle class families who are like up there, having their kids going to camps, they're guaranteed a spot. Like, cause the U.S. like the thing I every time I talk about soccer with someone, it's like, look at the other countries that are scouting kids at 4, 5, 6, and then giving them academies, like paying, like giving them contracts, like an investment to see if they make it or not. Like, and in the U.S. they don't really like. Yeah, you play AYSO, you go middle school, your club team, which is the AYSO during middle school. High school, you play for your high school plus club. And then, like, if you're good enough, you'll get a scholarship. If not, then, like, you really got to hustle to get, looked at as soon as, you're done with high school.
That's true.
Because in America, there's a draft system. I didn't know there was a draft in.
Would you say that it would be like if you were trying to do soccer, would you go to another country and do it?
I think I would. Like if I stuck to
become a citizen in another country.
I am. I because I'm dual citizenship in Mexico. So if I also live in Mexico and play soccer and I'm really good enough, you have Mexican club teams looking at you, and then they'll sign you to their academies and they'll bring you up through their B side or reserve team. So I would instead of being here, because like if you think of it, your last shot to really make it into the MLS is in college, because it's a draft system, and I didn't know about that to like.
Well, most sports do the draft.
Yeah,
so,
and you basically start your career here at 22 if you play in the U.S., which is kind of like bad because you're not really
at your prime.
No, not prime. It's the league is not progressive. It's not. You're getting a bunch of like.
I mean, when we about throwing balls, hitting balls, and dunking balls, bro, we ain't really about kicking.
Yeah,
balls,
true. The soccer's just barely growing here in the fucking U.S., dude. Like recently, they just built a new stadium for a soccer team, and they're gonna bring a new soccer team.
Bob Bradley's the coach, by the way, and then their first designated.
Bob, half the shit. Like I just fucking
Bob Bradley.
I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Bob Bradley coached the U.S. Back in 2006 for the World Cup. He got fired because he had shitty performance after, or I think during the World Cup, and then he went to England, couldn't perform in England. And so
why is he coming here again? Like,
we
ain't trying to lose, bro.
Well, look, it's LAFC.
Dodger system, man.
You don't. LA Galaxy is gonna be
the LA Chokers. You mean?
LA Chokers.
Fucking Dodgers, dude. Every time they make it to a big thing, they fucking choke.
But you know what? I hope he does good, because their first international signee, because I guess in the MLS you can sign a non-designated player.
Talking about soccer still. I'm trying to get the fuck away from that.
I'm sorry.
Like, God.
My fault.
Ramon picks up on like no hits, bro. Like,
my bad, bro. I'm telling you,
Ixnay on the organ.
That's my fault.
Motherfucker, switch the fuck. This motherfucker's going on and on. I'm like, fuck. Whatever.
Hey, fuck you guys, alright? Yeah, you guys are dicks.
Motherfuckers talking over here like,
alright, bro, you can never be my wingman, bro. Like, I was never trying to talk to the girl, bro. I was like, just a friend, man.
Like,
just a friend. Just a fucking friend. Like,
I just be.
You know what next time? Not the one I'm talking to.
Take him for the team.
I'll probably just walk away with them here and be like, oh, then I.
Still talking, yeah.
Alright, whatever.
Walk away with her, bro. Like, man. It's okay, man. It's okay, bro.
Now I know. Now I know
Yeah,
not
exactly.
to go
Now you
not
know,
to hang
bro.
out with you when you.
Oh, come on, bro. Whatever, bro.
Now I know not to hang out.
Well, for real, man. You just gonna walk the fuck off, like.
Yep. Close my tab and I'm out.
Like, so, man, that's my fucking ride.
Oh, fuck. They're double ruining now.
Goddamn.
Oh, fuck.
Drunk ass goober. Drunk ass goober. It's all good, man. But for real though, man, like I said, man, like I feel like a lot of you right.
Fucking yeah, I drink my tea.
Like, God, it's stupid. But for real. Like I said, bro, like a lot of my like how I got into sports is just like, through my parents and whatnot.
For sure.
Obviously my dad's like huge fan of basketball, man. So I got into it through that. And yeah, bro, like basketball, my dad would tell me before then it was his grandfather that got him into baseball and all that. And I think like, America, it'll take some time, but they eventually will grow to soccer, man. But for now, man, all I know about is like FIFA, bro. That's all I know, man.
Yeah.
You want to catch these hands on FIFA? Let's go. I'm with it, bro.
Yeah, so now soccer is just growing. It's just getting big. I mean, recently they built a
stadium.
Not a stadium, right here in Hawthorne. They built
the park.
The park. They built like fucking
like a street soccer mini court. They replaced the tennis to street soccer.
Yeah, it's replacing. That's dope.
LA Galaxy player did that, by the way. So
that's dope.
Yeah, but see what I mean? It's growing slowly but surely over here.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it was ever small. I'm just saying that more people are liking it.
Yeah.
kind of like esports. Esports is growing. Esports is one thing.
Exactly what I was about to say though.
So soccer's going for
FIFA tournaments and stuff. Madden
tournaments.
NBA.
2K. The biggest one that I know of now, which you might correct me if I'm wrong, is fucking League of Legends.
Yes, bro.
People fill fucking stadiums of people like fucking put like the forum. People fill that shit up just to watch people play.
Right, and it's getting watching on the jumbotron. Like you could have stayed at home and played the damn game yourself. But but like
or stream the
but these guys have mad skills.
They do. Bro. They play what 24/7.
I don't get League of Legends. Like to be honest.
Yeah, I mean me neither, man. That's not my type of game.
But it doesn't mean that I'm gonna shut it down. Like if I see it, like But yeah, like I used to talk shit like, oh yeah, why do they go and watch people play? But I look at me on YouTube, looking at all these people fucking play, like, oh, they're just fucking stuck there. Like,
dude. Yeah, that's true. But I was like, bro, but to go to a stadium and watch that, I'm still kind of like, wow,
it's true.
But that's what I think is crazy about esports is though, like because you don't appreciate it until you actually try to do what they do, like with most things, you know what I mean? Like I saw like what is the tournament for Street Fighter, bro?
It's a couple. This Evo.
Yeah, Evo. Right. Okay, so I saw Evo, right? And I play Street Fighter myself, obviously.
Right.
Like, and it's just like I see them do stuff that I didn't even know was an option to do, and that throws me completely the fuck off. Like, bro, like, man, these dudes like really learn
the game.
No, they learn. I was gonna say that the frames. Bro. These motherfuckers frame count. You know the frames. Like basically, if you move a certain thing, it's like a movie. It's a frame. But these motherfuckers count.
Learn hitboxes. Bro.
Yeah. Like, so like if you throw a punch, they know like how long it's gonna take to get there and how long it's gonna reach, and like if you could do it in time, it's fucking trip.
Right,
but that's why they take Adderall.
Instantaneously, game, man. I mean, it's like chess, but like quicker and with fists. Like that's crazy, bro.
But then again, some of them fucking do Adderall. That's a big thing too. Yeah, they take Adderall.
Really?
When they practice, they take Adderall, so they get all fucking dumbed down and they fucking play the game, and then they.
Wow.
That's a big thing, dude.
Bro.
Or some type of drug at least.
No, it's Adderall. I swear to God, that's the biggest thing on esports. That's the biggest controversy.
Definitely Adderall. I would know.
and to the point of esports, like a lot of money's being thrown down, like to win these tournaments and stuff. And it's like it's ridiculous. I can't even explain it right now. I'm just saying
bro, nah, for real. I don't want. Where's the money coming from, man? Who's supporting that? That's like
who's
it's
generating
like $1 million payout for League of Legends.
8 million, yeah.
$8 million.
If I'm not mistaken. Not only that, but think about it.
I think the Madden tournament was like $1 million.
One of the oldest like tournaments started in the basement of an elementary school. It's now one of the biggest tournaments out there. I don't know if I could look it up. I'll probably look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how it was. So it started from like a school, then it grew up, and people pitch in. And then people
went on from there.
Not only that, but imagine all the sponsors. Like YouPorn's a sponsor. I swear to God, you think I'm fucking around?
He knows.
YouPorn, Pornhub, dude. Like, look at the guy wearing a jersey. He's sponsored by all those teams. Like he gets all that money,
bro.
Look at that chair. That chair is worth $400.
Yeah, actually, bro. Like I had one. I
wanted
one, right? Like it's like a rocking chairs. Like they promoted it. Like I had went to this little nerd con, bro, and I sat down, not the nerd con, but and I went there and they had one of the gaming chairs and I sat down, man. I was just like, oh my God, this chair's like, it just hugs you, bro. And like if I had this playing video games, I would never get up, bro.
And that's what I mean, dude. It's like, a
imagine if that thing had a fridge installed on the side of that.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's a fucking trip.
And like, how does one? And like, my other question with esports
look how fucking packed it is. That guy looks like Chester. That's.
Look how they even got sport commentators on esports, bro.
Like, some of them fucking suck, dude.
Yeah, they really do. They do have a. I mean, I love Guilty Gear, man. That's one of my favorites, man. That was one of my favorites.
One thing is,
yeah.
If you're like, how do they get players though? Like, I'm assuming like the top rank in the world, or them promoting themselves on Twitch or YouTube.
Yeah, they do that, and they go to tournaments, small tournaments, and then from there, like they save up money. Like Evo, you pitch in, you pay to go in.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you pay, and then you go, and then you.
What's the pay?
You play
you know what the buy-in is?
Fuck. If let's see, hold on. I'll check right now.
That's crazy, dude.
Because there's some tournaments you get invited to. I'm pretty sure if you're really that good and like.
Yo, there's this guy he's like a professional MLG, he's a major league gamer, bro, and that dude just like
tried once and I failed.
And that dude just like freaking. That dude like lives in this like big ass house. They did like a low key MTV Cribs on his spot, bro. Even though that show's canceled, you know I'm old as fuck, obviously.
That show was.
But yeah, man, that was a dope show, man. But yeah, dude, like these guys really do go hard. I actually knew a guy that was like an ex MLG player that I worked with. This guy, man, and this dude would spend. He said like when him and his crew were really doing it, man, they would spend like a whole day on training sessions, bro. And they were just like, bro, I can run the sticks for a while, bro, but I'll get bored, bro.
I could do at least 2 hours tops, 2-3 hours, because then my
just,
eyes would start hurting and be like, this is too much.
And my
like,
hands, the carpal tunnel?
I'm always like 2-3 feet away when I game.
Adderall, bro. I really would need some drugs, bro. Like, I'm going to need something stronger than
you,
Adderall, though. Like, give me some cocaine,
Coffee won't do the trick.
Yeah, man, coffee won't do it. Tea won't either, nigga. Like, where's my Adderall?
But yeah, dude, it's a fucking trip. It's hours and hours of playing and just getting everything right.
And it's crazy
because
like,
knowing how to adapt. It's basically you could say like a sport.
Yeah. Well, it is a sport.
But I don't see it as a sport.
Why?
I don't see it because you're not doing anything physical.
You don't see this.
Fingers.
But it's a competition,
It's
bro.
a competition.
Exactly. Okay, but people are talking about putting it in the Olympics. I don't think.
Okay, yeah, that's too much.
One thing I think they should do is do the own Olympics, like esports Olympics. That'd be fucking tight.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Like imagine, you go to a tournament and then you get the best players, and that represents U.S. for that game. Like there'll be 2 fighting games too, like games like that, and they'll represent the U.S. against other countries.
Yeah,
like the top 5 gamers in the U.S. like that are really good, and top 5 gamers in the. I'm saying as an example, right.
Yeah, like top players for COD, top players for Street Fighter, like they go and do like.
I think
that'd be sick because then it's not.
But it's not countrywide. It's not as big as you.
See, that's what I would want it to be. Like they do it already.
There's players all around the world that are really really good, and like some of those guys don't even go to these tournaments. They just do it out of like. For the game, you know, or for the stats, like that are really like technical about their stats.
Right, just go put it online.
But think about it, it's just like every other sport. Like there's a guy that you go to the park, he's probably the best one there, and he does it just for the love of the sport. He doesn't,
Exactly. And I'm pretty sure that dude went to a tournament, bro. He get his ass kicked by somebody.
Like what's mind blowing for me, it's the ages that are being invited to these esports as well. Like
what do you mean?
Like as far as like.
Yeah, people scouting teams.
Yeah,
that's so true. Like people actually scout teams, bro. Like
I want that thing. One person, or they see like what
they see good. Like a friend of mine would tell me back when Modern Warfare 2 was popping, bro. When everybody was on that, man. They were like people that would like message you if they felt like you were good enough.
Like clan worthy,
yeah.
Like clan
also
they invite you to your clans, and they were serious, like dead serious. Like we trying to make some money with
this.
They
even send you
we
like,
think you're good enough. Like they send you like gifts or whatever.
Yeah, like Xbox Live, headsets and stuff like that.
Right. My friend was so good at the game that he fucking he would get people's accounts, rank them to like the fucking 10th prestige, and give them back, and they'll give him like at least $60 to $100.
Yeah, my cousin
just to do that shit. It's fucking crazy.
Like my cousin, he had a group of friends from the valley. They would come down to his house to like give him like the controllers, give him the headsets and stuff. And at one point, he was going to their houses and just like game sessions and seeing if they did play MLG, and then I don't know what happened after that, but there might people go out like crazy, like money, time. Mostly time though. I think it's a time consuming thing.
I think like it's got a spot on ESPN already.
It does.
That's the thing. I don't think it's ESPN worthy. I think they should leave it online, like Twitch.
It's even though I know that's true. By taking it out of Twitch, you kind of take it out of their hands.
Exactly. It's like you leave it where it was at.
But the thing is that if you want it to grow, you need to expose it. And ESPN is a major amount of exposure.
But you're exposing it to the wrong type of people. People who watch it on ESPN watch it.
I know, but they might get interested. It's about the possibility of someone that normally just wants to watch baseball
and sometimes
might get interested in somebody kicking somebody.
I think it's the opposite. I think ESPN wants esports to get a different crowd in. It's not the other way around where they want to get people in it. They want the people to start watching ESPN. You get me?
Oh, I get you.
I don't think it's the other way because esports is
more. But it's more of an exchange in that manner because like I said, like we are fans of sports ourselves, but you know, most like I said with myself, you know, FIFA is my exposure to soccer. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And yeah, I watch soccer because of that. You know, and that can happen the opposite way around. You know, people can be just watching sports and end up like watching a 2K tournament and thinking, oh man, this game's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like I've seen the 2K tournament get like a $15,000 payout. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot more people will gather around that game and make it like, or if a different tournament would pay out even more money. You know what I mean?
I feel that when I first saw League of Legends on ESPN, I was like, yeah, you're gonna like bring the wrong crowd, but at the same time, it's big because then, like I said, there's a lot of gamers out there that don't, you know, really know beyond their cell phone or their Xbox party friends, and then they can finally see the kind of people they might be going against, you know, like, and then that could be another reason why ESPN wanted to get into it.
And another thing about getting into ESPN, and it's not like these games are like boring though. You know, League of Legends might be more difficult to get into. And more be niche, but if you look at a popular game like Street Fighter, like Mortal Kombat, like Call of Duty,
League of Legends popular. I think the reason we don't find it interesting is because we don't get it.
Yeah.
If we would have got it, we're like, oh shit, you know. Like,
yeah, I know, but it's like, even if we never played Street Fighter a day in our lives, and we saw two people going at it in Street Fighter, we're still gathering around that dude and watching the fight. Why? Because it's simple and it's easy to watch. And it's like, you did it when you were a kid at the arcade, right? So why not, you know, and you got interested in, oh man, that's cool. And now you're playing video games, right? When you're
that's interesting you said arcades, because isn't there still tournaments like back then? Weren't there arcade tournaments like that?
Oh yeah, there's still arcade tournaments.
No, but I'm saying like.
But nobody does that little personal like arcades don't hold tournaments anymore.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen.
People take their arcade sticks. Yeah. Wait. What was it? No. Game stores do it more often.
Yeah, that's true. But mom and pops, though, like not even.
Can I get some quarters? Cause I'm
man, I remember the days, bro.
25 cents.
I remember the quarter days, bro. Those man.
I still collect quarters.
Those days.
That arcade we went to.
Yeah, it's a cool spot. You know,
you should go. The arcade we went to, yeah.
Oh yeah, we've been there before, bro.
I
mean, last time we went, we was gone though. Like everybody was kind of destroyed. Like,
wait, did you guys go to?
No, 82? We went to 82.
That was 82.
No, we went to Family Arcade with Nick and that person. Anyway, yeah, we went to Family Arcade with you. Yeah, and then it was like 3 other people, bro. We were toasted, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was toasted, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, like, bro. I
don't remember.
I mean, we still made it home, surprisingly. Don't drink and drive, people. But still, like,
we had a designated driver.
We had a designated driver. We sure.
I don't remember.
No, when I first went.
Yeah.
I went to that arcade.
He's like piecing together like 3 different memories.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, dude. Just put Jordan in some random.
It wasn't an arcade game, but you remember that little boxing one that I did poorly against you, Nick.
Oh yeah.
I did like 7%.
That shit's broken.
PIM.
I punched the shit out of it.
You're weak, bro.
I punched him once.
Because I have a weird way of like, I went this way instead of like straight.
You did. You punched this way. Chikn did a good punch, but it was, what was your? I think your score was like
900.
Like 80. No, it was like 80 something.
It was like 800.
No,
it was not 80.
Mine was like not even over 100, bro. That's
yeah, bro.
You're mistaking my score over his score. Trying to make me look.
We were shooting on you about that, bro. But I gotta admit, I did have the higher score. Y'all gotta learn how to throw a punch, man. Put your whole shoulder into that.
I don't remember. So that
yeah, okay, man.
We went recently. We went recently, and I did 900 something.
No, I didn't.
I don't know what I did. I did 900. I got second place. I don't know what the fuck I punched. I punched something.
and
I broke the game, dude. I punched it really hard and went to like the second time. The second time, it went up to 75.
That's crazy. Money.
Yeah, but like I think I think esports has a future. Has a big future.
Oh yeah, I think it's
like,
gonna
I
grow.
think like people eventually gonna catch on, especially games that keep coming out like this, like very technical games like League of Legends, like
Battlegrounds is one of them as well. That's coming up. It's coming up, but it's not as big as League of Legends.
It's a new game.
But I'm saying that
hold on for a minute. Like what I like about esports is the versatility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just for normal sports, you got your football, you got your basketball, you got your typical sports. There's no break off from basketball. I remember one point. Slam ball was the thing, you know what I mean? Where they had a little trampolines. I know you remember that mess.
Oh my god, like the XFL.
Yeah, exactly. But it was cool. But then it became a little parlor trick, and then nobody took it serious, and it was a wrap. But whereas no skill could have went into the slam ball. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of guys doing what they wish they did when they was kids. You know what I mean? Like, but what's cool about esports, I feel like it's a lot of skill. And a bunch of different games. You got your fighting games, your shooting games, your strategy games, and they require you to come up with creative solutions against every single opponent. You know what I mean? And like, I see a future in, that becoming something very popular, especially in a day and age where like everybody's like, technologically literate. Everybody knows what to do with technology and whatnot. I feel like, you're gonna have a large come up on this generation are very
it's already coming up.
Very very. They play video games themselves, So it's just not something going to be like unfamiliar. It's going to be something very familiar, and I feel like in the future, yes, esports is going to be
not even far in the future, like fucking in the distance. It's gonna be like near future. It's
it's
already
3
big
to 5,
as fuck.
like 3 to 5 years tops.
Not only that, but you can see it growing because ESPN wanted. TBS is doing a tournament. I
think,
Injustice. The Injustice tournament. It's like, what the fuck?
There's a professional football player right now that's he invested in.
I quit football. I'm playing.
No. Like I think he retired, and he's. That's another thing what Chikn said about like ESPN. It's like attracting other crowds. Like I feel like these guys that kind of want to like in a way not control but have part in. Mm-hmm. And I hopefully it's not ruined because of that reason.
I don't think it's gonna be ruined. I just think that people are gonna start dipping their toes into it and kind of it might be ruined.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I don't know, but people are dipping their toes into it because right now that it's not too big. And when it gets big and it blows out, like look at all the money I'm breaking.
And then not only that, like it's like all these gamers are so good at. Why not make money what you're really good at, like that you love doing? So half of these gamers is, I think that's part of the reason why esports came about because they were like, if I'm really that good, like how you said they brought one person, and they just make something and have a pool prize after that, and like it's money's generated even if it's like. I don't know. For example,
how we were always gambling on video games.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Like even
not only that, people have a natural instinct to try to be better than one another.
Exactly.
No matter what's gonna fucking
competitiveness is real. Yeah. Bro.
For example, when I was in high school, we did like a little Call of Duty 4 tournament, and you get like $20 and then like $10 of Starbucks, and then like it was just like it was
money, man.
It's not much, but it's just like
high school, dude.
But no, what I'm saying though, like, cause like we weren't, there wasn't a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cause like we didn't ask for permission. So it was like a teacher was like, you guys want to like
nachos,
something? Yeah, dude. Like it's
the gummies with the Kool-Aid on.
Hey, that shit was swag. You always had that walking the Nike backpack.
What you got, bro? You got the double.
You want some Doritos, some hot Cheetos? Yeah,
I'm saying like that's how I started off like knowing about like a little taste of like tournaments, and then like now that it actually grown, I'm like I actually seen ESPN hosts. Oh my god,
I don't know. You see, the other thing, I rather.
Well, that's the only thing I see.
YouTube,
that's all I see
on the internet. But I'm saying,
and I did see Twitch.
That's ESPN dipping their toes into it.
Why just the internet?
Because the reason is because ESPN is just doing it to do it on their favor. They're not doing it for the love of the.
They're doing it for the ratings.
I mean, like, come on, man. Nobody's.
But then again, life is like that, so it's so I can't really bitch about it.
Exactly.
But it just sucks.
They want to get their.
Yeah, because like TBS, what the fuck does TBS have to do with anything injustice or fighting? Think about it. Anything other than reruns of Family Guy. Like what? What the fuck else do they have?
Yeah, I think it's just TV rights too. They want to have TV rights.
Like you said, like people just dipping their toes in
it because they see it.
And you want to expose, a money. I'm for it, bro. Like, cause I want to expose as many people to like just esports in general, because you know, I like games. You know, I think they're freaking interesting to tech. You know, and you know, and especially like I said, I had a friend that's MLG, and he and he just put me on to. I used to freaking hate playing against that dude, man. It's just freaking. That mess made me throw the game. Like I would throw my controller somewhere at like it was either Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom.
I can't play.
I can't those games.
I can't.
It was just the fury, bro. The fury, the raw, unbridled fury.
I couldn't do it.
So it just impresses me when I see something difficult and then somebody else makes it look easy. I just be like, you came a long way.
I don't know.
You came a long way.
I think it takes a lot, dude. Because I used to take games competitively, and that shit used to piss me off. Because like you take the game too serious, and then you start hating the game, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, bro. And you see all the flaws in the game, bro. Yeah, these dudes see the flaws and they keep running with it. Respect, man.
Yeah. I wouldn't even try to get into professional gaming because
they have Battlefield.
They do, yeah. I've seen that.
Oh, okay. I downloaded Battlefield for the computer. I'm gonna let you play that. You're gonna see how fucking out of your league you are. Because everybody's
actually speaking of computer PC games. My first take was actually Soldier of Fortune. And a lot of people still play tournaments in Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike's still big. Counter-Strike's a big fucking thing,
and it's
dude.
a cheesy like.
No,
I'm saying like as far as how it looked, it's just like it feels weird. It looks so bad. But if they remastered it or something like that,
hey yo, it's crazy.
What do you mean remastered it?
Like as far as like not pixely, I'm not saying like mess the mechanics. I'm just
like, am I the only person that when you watch like a really old movie or like play a really old video game, does your eyes hurt?
Hell yeah, look.
Yeah, that's. No,
okay.
I mean,
I play shit on shitty games all the time.
Some, not all, but some.
Sometimes when I'm playing, like I'll play like Sonic the Hedgehog, like the OG one, bro. And I'm just like, I'm like, yeah, and then like all of a sudden I'm just like, man, I can't keep watching this, man. What's HD at? You know what I mean? Like, these pixels starting to hurt my eyes a little bit.
I realized like old games I wouldn't blink. Because there was so much, not that there was so much going on, but like there's no downtime, dude. Man. It's like fuck. Because I'm playing Battlefield, and like most of the time I'm just waiting there.
Just snipes or your patience.
But like when I'm playing like fucking Mario or Sonic, you gotta fucking not blink.
I always found role playing games fun in a way because I would always get frustrated, but then it got me like. So I gotta go over there. I'm like, oh, okay. You mean like I'm also surprised. Like
you mean like
Elder Scrolls, Star Wars, yeah, Elder Scrolls like. I did not really get that game. Like, I got killed by a dragon or some shit like that. Like, without even knowing. But, like, it's fun.
That game's too big, bro. I don't even, like, that game's just
it's fun, but like I said, like...
It's like Fallout 4, dude.
Yeah, bro. I just can't. Those type of games, man, you play to a certain extent.
No.
And you got to get back to reality because you're alive.
Fallout, I put in at least a good amount of hours. And I went far, dude. I got into it because, like, people were telling me it's a good game, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, dude. And I started playing it.
And I had to keep
and then
adding
fucking,
stuff. And
no, but like,
aside from
they
that.
just like, oh yeah, the DLC. But I mean, like, it was going, and then the fucking game crashed on me. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever, it crashed. And then I realized that every time I hit the next checkpoint in the story, the game would crash. So no matter what I did, in order to
so you maxed out.
No, I didn't max out. So in order to continue the story, my game I couldn't because the game would crash.
Damn,
so I put at least like fucking 80 hours, I could say.
The most I spent on a
for
game,
what?
Hours.
That heartbreak, man. I think you see it in your eyes. Bro.
I think the only game is
fucking dead.
The only game I put in hours. You know how like you get to check your stats on games.
That happened.
Is actually Battlefield 4 doing like 200 hours.
I know you do, man. I've seen you do how long.
Nah, but lately like it's like not even that. Like it's like before the Battlefield franchise.
Say something else. Why don't you play anything else?
That's the only thing I enjoy. Like playing just playing that game for some reason. Like I like getting on tanks, shooting. Like I don't know. I just like first-person shooter games.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like because even before, but let me tell you this. Even before the Battlefield franchise, like Battlefield 1, Bad Company, and all that. Before that, like storyline and franchise came out, I was actually into like role-playing games and Red Dead Redemption. I played a few Marvel vs. Capcom games, but I wasn't.
Old Grand Theft Auto was always been a favorite.
Yeah, San Andreas though. That shit was lit.
They ain't got no.
Vice City.
They ain't got no
Vice City is the best. Well, I haven't replayed it. I played it since I was a kid. I recently bought it.
I beat GTA. The only GTA game was GTA 3 that I beat. Like, that's the only game I beat completely.
You haven't beat San Andreas, bro?
I've never played gotten 3. At least 80% of the game.
I've never played 3.
Never played 3?
I recently was playing it, but since I have a PS1 control from PS2, it's all backwards and shit.
Oh, so it's kind of retarded.
But San Andreas, I beat it 3 times.
Yeah. I was only 80% away from from San Andreas. Vice City, I beat it once. 4 and 5, I didn't really get into.
4 is great. 4, the DLC.
I heard 4 was really good from. I had it too, but it got missing. I don't know. It got missing.
And then the new one's badass, so I like the new one.
Bro, if you had the skill, man, what would you think? What game would you like grind out to get?
Battle Gate Tony, huh?
I said, what game would you like grind out to get like dummy good at to make money?
I think for me would be the fuck. That's actually it's easy.
Recently,
for me.
Or like just.
Bro, just
in general, what game?
Pick a fucking game.
I think it would be the newest Star Wars for PC. That game I was saying about, the newest Knights of the Old Republic.
That you grinded on?
Yeah, the third one.
Knights of the Old Republic.
It's got a tournament?
No, but I'm saying if I'm like if I'm
it ain't an option.
No, I'm saying like if I would get really good at it and
like
just
grinding,
just to grind out and be really good at it, then I'll pick that. And then if not, I'll probably just say Marvel vs. Capcom because I'm not good at it, so I want to challenge myself with that.
Okay, for sure. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, shit, you said choose one, so I'm choosing one. Like,
what game? Recently, the game that I'm grinding on is Mad Max.
Is that the one that you've been playing?
Oh my fuck!
It's not a competitive game though.
Well, you said grinding, like to get stuff.
No, like if you could grind, get good at it, and then go to
make money off.
Oh fuck! Oh, it's fucking! I grinded on fucking Overwatch. We had a great team, but that shit was all toxic. You guys know about.
What about Destiny? I heard Destiny's a good.
I don't fuck with Destiny at all.
Destiny.
Jordan just fucking.
Well, I'm just saying.
I just had a little emo moment.
Were you any good? Or
nah, bro. That game just pisses me off.
Why?
Now the game's like dummy easy. It's like really easy. Mm-hmm. It's not even a hard mode for it now.
I don't even
care. Like to be honest, bro. That game was trash to get going.
But I didn't even know I had a competitive online. I thought the online was just like story mode. But then I found out that it's like Halo.
They do have a competitive mode, but it's not competitive though.
I'd get into Halo competitively.
Halo's dying.
No,
because they're fucking up the story mode. Because this recent one, fucking Master Chief wasn't even like the main character. You were playing it with us. That's just fucking.
Hey, bro, I actually quit that story.
Really?
We were playing it, and we were playing on the hardest difficulty.
I know, like these fools wanted to play it on Slayer, and I'm like, bro, this is our first time. This is our first playthrough. Y'all sure y'all want to do? Yeah, let's do it.
Nah.
Yeah, Halo was cool, but it died out.
I would do Call of Duty 4 if it didn't have all those unpatched like glitches and all that, like because it was so unpatched. Like there were so many glitches on Call of Duty 4. If they would have fixed that from the get-go, that game would have been super competitive. It is like the last time I played Call of Duty 4 online, it was so many hacks, bro. So many hackers.
Well, then get them the remastered version.
You said Marvel vs. Capcom?
Yeah, I'll do Marvel.
What was yours?
Overwatch. I done a lot. I done Overwatch. I did Modern Warfare 2. I did Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I done Black Ops. Yeah. So my list goes on for games that I fucking.
I know, but you gotta pick one though.
Modern Warfare 2. If I look at my list of like how many times, like how much I played that game, it was like 27 weeks. It's not even hours or days. It was 27 weeks. I swear to God.
That's scary, bro.
You know how much fucking time that is? That's hours, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude.
That's for me. Legit, I played 24 hours, but like times 2. It's crazy.
That's crazy, it would be, bro. I mean, if I had to pick one, bro, myself, man, that one that I would like grind at, bro.
That you grind or that you grinded to get good at.
Yeah, one that I grinded to get good at would definitely be Street Fighter 4, man. I actually tried to get good at that.
Chicken's
game.
like, catch me on that. Catch me on that.
Yeah, like, go there, bro. Let's stream that motherfucker. I actually grinded to get good at that game, and I felt like if I could have stopped, if I would have actually kept going, like if I, decided just like fuck life, like like for real, bro. Like I was like, I don't need that sunlight at all, bro. But like if I just decided to do that, I could have got good because I was already getting good at it, and I kind of low key had a coach too. My homies was like really good at it too, so I would just go over his house, and then like he would just teach me how to play with my character, man. Which is Ryu.
Who's your main? Ryu? Oh, that's my main too. Mine's what's the name? Evil Ryu. That's my main.
I mean. I was trying to get. I was so bad at that dude, bro. But I don't know, man.
Well, with me, it started when I was a kid, though. Like my cousin used to kick my ass, and I was like, "I'm gonna kick your ass."
Oh yeah, bro. Me too. I had a cousin that was doing it. Me too, bro.
And then now it's like, fuck you, bitch, fight me. Beat his ass.
Yeah, for real, man. Yeah, man. I don't know. I would love that payout though, man. Imagine getting money for that.
8 mil
plus the sponsors on top of that.
Oh,
and all you have to do is just. And the funny thing about the sponsors is like,
all right, honey, I'm going to work.
Well, it's basically like, oh, put us on your video, and if people like click on the link, you get extra bonus.
Yeah, or like, you know, energy drink while you play video games. This is the thing. Like, it's some stupid basic thing to promote.
Yeah, right.
Sponsor, like, it's crazy.
Like, you just got a hat on, like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Instant racks.
You porn, dude. Porn.
Exactly.
I will represent the shit out of Pornhub, dude. Pink ass.
Like,
you guys think I'm fucking around? I'm about to lick the shit out. You guys think I'm fucking around?
Hey man, if you look up YouPorn on the live stream, we gonna get shut down. They gonna be like, nah.
Yeah,
bro.
It'll be Marvel vs. Capcom. Just
oh shit, they got banned.
Too, and then Call of Duty 4, and then after that would be Battlefield 3. Not 4, but 3.
Yeah. I don't know, like I think
3 was actually, in my opinion, was the best Battlefield overall compared to 4 and 1, because you know those were the 3 that were like.
I don't know, man.
And then plus the reason why I was hooked because of the storyline.
I'm still a Bad Company cat, bro.
The intro for Bad Company 1 was amazing.
Yes, it was.
The helicopter scene where
that was pretty cool.
That
man.
shit was
like
dope.
Yo, man.
You should put the intro app in, like.
I don't know, man.
Team.
But I feel like I said, man. Like,
Team
esports definitely has a future in the world, man. I mean, y'all remember that movie, The Island, bro? You know, they had that one scene where they're like fake fight.
No, I never
like
seen
a virtual. You ain't seen that?
Yeah? Team YP. Yes, you're right, Goon. It was YP. He said the team name was YP. Yeah, it's them right there. You guys think I'm fucking around, dude?
Hey, bro, you said.
You said
nice.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, I'm not.
YouPorn versus Team.
You guys
I'm so immature for laughing at that.
There was a melee player that was a team.
Is this
Counter-Strike? Yeah. Counter-Strike looks amazing. I mean, it doesn't look.
Well, let me. What's the payoff for this?
Oh fuck! You want to get into it? Like, I'm actually thinking about going.
No.
I used to love it.
I suck.
Like I'm so good. Like I'm so good on so many levels. I think I'd rather just.
No, really? You're good at this game.
No. I'm like I'm good on trying to be good at this game.
This game was amazing, bro.
I know this game is amazing, bro. I played it.
It's still amazing. The fucking people. There's like you go on like online and play.
Like how you said, the graphics are killer because of the obviously it's PC, but like. I played it on the Xbox, that's why. So it's like
graphics don't mean shit. People still play.
Like that's what I like about esports, like in just like sports in general. Just the creativity of how to handle your opponent, man. I like that. I like that even more so with esports. I think like why it has such a freaking large future because it's a visual creativity. You get to see what they're doing and like, oh man, that's creative as heck. Whereas other sports, it's kind of like okay. You only can go so far. You know what I mean? I feel like the esports is limitless in what your creative solving, what you can solve.
That's a team.
They're European, huh?
I don't fucking know. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, come on, bro.
But is it
calling this?
Well, that's just for that. Like they have different teams, different people for different games. Like he said, there's a melee player, Smash Brothers.
What?
Yeah, talking about graphics. Graphics don't mean shit as long as the game is good.
Yeah, well, unless you're like one of those, then yeah, maybe, but.
You're one of those people. I don't give a fuck for graphics. I love fucking the evolution of fucking graphics.
Hey, but you know what? Tony Hawk though, I had a nostalgic feeling that one time. I came over, I was like, yeah, I'm playing Tony Hawk. I didn't care for the. That's the one game.
Which one?
Tony Hawk Pro Skater
2,
1.
Yeah, you were talking about 1. I was like, I mean, I'm collecting all of them, but
I played. Part 2 is the best one.
That's what I started off with.
Exactly.
That soundtrack.
I got into. Hey, low-key, I had a brief like moment in skating because of Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
What?
Yeah, like the games of Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
I
tried getting into skating.
I'll just be the cameraman, so I'll follow along.
You did try to get into skating. I remember that. I remember you.
I couldn't do one trick. I'd always like for like days.
Bro, you couldn't stay on the board for more than 30 minutes, bro.
Yeah, because I would always try that one trick. Nah, I would always try. I couldn't do a simple basic kick flip, bro. Kick flip, blah 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 blah.
I mean, I'm not gonna talk shit because I didn't ride it. I didn't ride a skateboard at all because I was just like, I'm good, man. Like, I don't want to fall on my ass, but like,
I like cruising. Cruising's tight. Like,
you
get a cruiser board and just fucking go.
Yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is dope though. Man, let them drop a tournament for that, bro. Let's go, bro. 900s all day, bro.
Yeah, there's a Tony Hawk tournament. I'm pretty sure I'll fucking whoop some ass. Bro. Just saying.
I bet the payout's like $3.
$3.
$50 from each of us.
Yeah, like I remember my first tournament. It was Street Fighter 4 when it just got released, and nobody's played it. And GameStop was like, "Oh, we're having a tournament. Whoever wins goes to a bigger tournament and go against other players." I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" And me and my cousin going. That's a big crowd.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, and I went, and fucking
How far did you go?
I made it third place.
Nice.
I made it. I kicked everybody's ass.
I don't want to play you anymore. I'm sorry.
No, this is where it gets fun. I made it to third place, dude, and the little kid comes up, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, I'll whoop his ass."
What's that little dude?
This motherfucker picks Zangief.
Oh.
Exactly. And at the time, I didn't know how to reverse them or stuff like that.
Dude.
So I was getting used to the game, and this little fucker just keeps grabbing me with like 3 grabs. I'm dead. I was like, "Fucking little shit." He lost the next round. I could have had it. I'm pretty sure I could have had it.
Damn, bro.
Did he use the same player after that, or he used a different player?
Yeah, he's the same player.
He's the same guy.
Yeah.
Everybody usually uses a main at a tournament.
Yeah, well, in tournaments, yeah. Unless you want to counter somebody and you're good at it.
Yeah, bro, that shit's hilarious.
That shit was bullshit, dude. I was so pumped up.
I know you was hot, bro.
Of course I was fucking hot, dude.
It's like this fucking kid.
This little kid's just gonna fucking grab me and fucking kick my ass when I'm kicking all these guys' ass who are actually fighting me. Like, dude, that's some bullshit.
No skill, just
fucking, and I'm like, I can't reverse it because I don't know, whatever.
Press all the buttons.
And they get a fucking
see the frustration, right?
and then all of them got a cool ass fucking Ryu headband with like Street Fighter 4 on it, and they got the game for free, man. Whatever.
Whatever. You're cool. Whatever.
But I remember, yeah, we used to have tournaments in my house too.
DQs. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, bro. I don't know. I think there's a huge future in that crap, man.
Oh yeah.
A lot of money can be made. A lot of money can be made.
A lot of money's being made. $8 million for a team, dude.
I don't know, but I'm talking about man. Imagine if the players are individually getting paid, bro.
Imagine. Okay, this League of Legends. Fuck, it's a 5-player team.
$8 million.
$8 mil to 11 mil, I think. Imagine splitting that up.
That's what 2 to 3
I'm not even
million.
gonna do the math.
Not only that, but imagine what they get, and plus the sponsorships if they win and all that shit.
2 million a piece. Yeah, that's not including
Yeah.
sponsorship. Yeah, it's 2 million tops.
He's like, I already started kicking it with you when that happened. Yeah, that's when Street Fighter 4 came out. I started kicking it with Lagoon. But yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
But yeah, dude, like, I don't know. It's just the payout. Not only that, but you get the sponsorships and then all that stuff. And then people buy your merch, so that's even more stuff.
Yeah, so
And
it's just
people
the
ask
levels.
you for coaching sessions. I can only imagine, like, yo, man, I charge $200,000 an hour, dog. That's it. That's ridiculous.
If I would be that big, I don't think I'll give less. I'll be like, it'll be free, like, dude.
Or just give me a 6-pack and we'll call it.
Man, y'all ain't thinking like capitalists in this capitalistic country, bro. You gotta charge for your every second.
But think about it. Are people, or you know what? I can't even say shit because I was like, oh, who are people gonna like more, the nice guy or the guy who's like greedy as fuck? But people like the greedy asshole too.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, so.
Like I seen it, so.
There you go, man.
I don't know. I won't charge.
He's such a nice guy right here.
Not.
I
would every now and then. I wouldn't charge like maybe if if you're really
because
cool.
me like growing like like trying to grow like any little thing like
right.
like I would like to get advice from the big dogs like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, right.
If I could give somebody advice, I'll be tight as fuck. Like if I could help them out in life and like make a difference.
Asking you for your time, like
I'd be like let me make time. Watch me.
When did you get tired of that? What did you get like? What if it's like?
I'm like hell no, man. I'm gonna need like a release.
I probably like I'll do like every now and then only because of the fact like let's say if I just do it for free and like he becomes like he outdoes me in the money wise like being a pro gamer and whatnot. I'll be like that little shit, dude. Like he said,
you gonna be jealous of his success, bro?
Like
if you're
but I'm saying no. If you're doing it out of your free time, is what I'm saying. Like that's why I'd say I would charge every now and then. I wouldn't go free full on board. You get me? Like,
so this I just found out. If you're sponsored, then your team will pay you to coach because technically you're on the clock. So if you're in a team, I'm guessing they pay you.
They have a coach.
Yeah.
They
do have a coach. They do have a coach too.
They got a coach, y'all. I thought it was just a bunch of gamers getting together, bro. I did not know nothing about it.
Which is right, because like I've been watching.
They have motivational speakers.
Yeah, there's a guy like in about. You know what? Let me look it up. Yeah, there's actually.
You know what? Let me show you.
Hey, yo, I can offer some motivation right now, dog. That's
crazy, man.
I'll be in your corner the whole time. You got this, son. You got this, son.
Yeah,
you got it, boy.
You got someone that does your meal. I imagine like you just gotta have a whole team behind you like that.
Yeah,
like when to eat, wonder, you know, like it's.
You need to. I know, bro. Imagine adjusting your diet for a career in esports.
Damn, that's like instead of getting that typical like stereotype of like you game, you know, like most gamers are like they're heavy and whatnot, and then like when you go to esports, like nah, bro, I'm very competitive, you know, like
what you see. Why are you fucking suggesting that all gamers are fucking heavy?
I'm saying the stereotype.
The stereotype.
I said stereotype. Why are you trying to
body shaming?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, look at this.
I didn't say it. He pointed that out. I said stereotype.
These guys, like these guys are fucking skinny. Look at this shit, Ben Q.
I mean, that's pretty sure because I don't know, man.
Plus, how can you go all day without energy? Anyways, like anything to eat or anything. So
they do eat, bro.
What the fuck?
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying
like
like
Cheetos,
as far as like what they eat though, like
you know, I didn't eat shit until like another chicken
Cheetos,
story.
bro.
I have fucking
Cheetos.
plenty of stories.
Cheetos, bro.
Or like that dude from Gamer.
No. Oh no, you wanna know how I did that? Like I was playing Modern Warfare 2. What was it, Modern Warfare 2? No, it was Gears of War 2. I'm heavy-handed. I was playing Gears of War 2 when Gears of War 2 came out, and I remember me and my friends like, you know, when you die, you have like a certain amount of time to go back in. So I was like, fuck, I haven't ate anything, and I'm hungry. You know, I gotta go get something. So I got sandwich bread, I got lettuce, bologna, and
just
fucking
throwing everything in.
Man, I just put it next to me, and I would play. And when I would die, I would make a sandwich. I had the lights out, so I would eat between the sandwiches. So like, I ate a whole sandwich.
Man, that is dope as fuck.
So yeah,
your sandwich skills must be like A1, bro. Like,
let me tell you about my sandwich skills. So I ate the first sandwich right now. I was making my second sandwich.
Bro, I'm gonna ask you for a sandwich right now. You just gonna
no, this is where you're gonna be like, all right, chicken, what the fuck? So like, I ate the first sandwich, and I was eating the second one, and it felt kind of fuzzy. And I was like, fuzzy, and I looked down, and I put the lights on, and the fucking top of the bread is green with mold. Sick. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I told my friends, and like, they're fucking dying. Goon is there. So I ate a whole fucking sandwich with moldy fucking bread, and they were there. They could attest to this. I'm not lying. And then I realized the second one because it felt fuzzy, and it didn't feel like a bread. And I was so into the game, and I was just making the sandwich, eating it, making the sandwich.
I'm already thinking that shit like, fuck. And then
I was like, you know, that's how you know you're fat when you don't even know. I was like, it's not that I'm fat, just into the fucking game.
Nice.
So yeah.
Oh my god,
that's crazy.
Sandwich making skills are on point.
I think like when I had time, like when I would play Search and Destroy.
This is great, though. Like,
extra.
Like when I played Search and Destroy, I only had time for drinks.
Like 3 years ago.
Like, have you guys, when Search and Destroy, I would just go, like, let me go get water or something to drink and then get back. That's all I had time for, really. Like,
I would, I'll get a big ass. I used to have a mug this big and just fill it with ice and water.
I would always, like, I would get, like, water bottles. I would actually have, like, a set of water bottles and just, like, instead of, like, going back and forth.
So if you had to set up a diet regimen for an esports player, what would you pick up?
Fuck.
That's tough because I always talk about it.
Come on, dietitians.
I haven't done it.
Let's do it. We need foods that increase concentration. We need foods that, you know, and we need drugs.
For sure, you're going to have to eat healthy because you're going to be on your ass most of the time. You need to stretch out and work out because then you can't be getting that blood clot. You know, the people, there's a kid or a couple of kids that died because they were playing Halo for too long and they got blood clots.
In their legs and they got heart attacks and died.
So that's why, like, with esports, they stretch out and work out. I think that's why they're fit.
That's crazy. Yeah. Well, it depends. Like, you can.
Yeah, just so, like, you got to eat healthy. You do your ingredients.
You got to limit. I don't know. That's a good question because I always say I want to do a diet, but I wouldn't know. So.
How, dude? I feel like I can lose more weight than you if you go on a diet. I feel if we make
challenge.
There you go. Damn.
There you go.
I felt it coming.
Jordan Springfield.
Because Ramon says
Jordan Springfield deem this a challenge. Y'all have to lose like about 10 pounds.
I can do that easy, bro. I can do that easy.
It's doable, but like
I feel like I could lose, bro. Because you're saying you can lose weight. I could do it faster. I could do it.
I can lose it straight up. Like I can literally lose.
I don't know, man.
I could like. I have so much downtime.
Yeah,
I legitimately
have
downtime. Like and like how I always told you, I hardly even.
It's not even about working out. It's about eating healthy. Yeah, look at him dodging it.
Well, if you see what I'm trying to do,
no, like my issue, like for if you want to do this challenge, like all I have to do is just not
get rid of it,
bro. I cannot really like that's my issue. I eat out. I don't eat at all. I just eat out.
Like, that's your excuse. Your excuse should not be, you know.
Yeah. But I can do this. Well,
let's do it then.
What's the incentive? What's the incentive?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What's the incentive? Just do
it. Your fucking house, motherfucker.
He needs this. Now That's a fat motherfucker right there, bro.
What am I gonna gain
What
from
am I
losing?
gonna get?
What am I gonna gain from getting healthy, dude?
Exactly.
Like a t-shirt that says I lost 10 pounds or something. Like a hashtag I lost.
You lost 10
Not only
pounds,
do you look better, you're gonna feel better. It's for
Exactly.
you're gonna fucking have better
feel
food.
better.
Motherfucker said, what am I gonna get out of it?
Like, you're gonna have like more self-control, you know, about just like you
That's
said,
too.
I realized
Portions is a huge thing for me. I would have a portion problem.
I had a portion problem, but well, I have it now again. But
but
I fixed it, and then everything was easy. I could do portions, but then like I went to Portland, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, shit," and I fucked it up.
Hey, that's dope. But I mean, like the food out there is fire though.
Oh my
yeah, no, that's.
I only had time when I was out there. So
no, but what's like if you since you're vegan, how does your diet like technically isn't that like in a way like a lifestyle to eat? Like,
oh yeah, bro, absolutely, man. Like when I first did it, those first 2 months, super hard, and I was fucking up all the time, bro. I was like, yo, man, I'm vegan, gotta eat me some crab. Yo, man, I'm vegan, gotta eat me this Wingstop right quick. Yo, man, I'm vegan, but like I was bullshit like a motherfucker.
But what made you? Sorry, but what made you become vegan? Because I asked Chikn, I was like, what made Jordan go vegan? Like,
bro, like I watched, like, I got horror, like I got terrified.
Was it that Netflix? Was it that Netflix documentary?
It was. I don't know. I just seen a dude.
the foodie
I seen a
something
dude,
like that.
I seen a dude grab a calf by the legs and like freaking like he like suplexed the damn thing and like broke its neck, bro. And you just hauled it off and then cut it open. Like I was just like,
I don't know. But maybe because we see it as kids.
It was common for us to.
As like family. I mean, I never saw it, but I mean, like I heard like when they
kill game
chickens. And stuff
oh
like
yeah,
that.
my grandma's savage, bro. She was like, and rips the head off.
Yeah.
My first
I've always had a soft spot for animals, though. To be honest with you, bro.
I love animals too, but I mean, like,
yeah, it's.
I know.
We gotta have our primitive side to it.
Yeah, true. I mean, that's true, but but like honestly, bro, like the biggest step over for me, bro, was just realizing that like your food trucks, your fast food spots, everybody got meat, man. We've been killing generations.
Yeah,
We've been killing generations of just. Suplex just like from the top rope. Now, like it's like for real. We've been like killing off generations. How's that fair, bro? Like back in the days, man. You know, we ate what we had on the farm. Now, like entire generations, like that animal's fathers.
It's in my stomach.
Has been in the stomach. It's been in the stomach of your father's father. It's like,
but no, yeah,
God,
it's, I think.
Yeah, that was a little much for me. Just for me personally.
For you,
for me personally, that was a little much of a realization to come to, and I was just like, man, I don't want to participate anymore. You know what I mean? And I just stopped.
That's cool.
Yeah, because like mine was.
I'm not one of those militant vegans that's gonna be like.
You know, recently
I can't stand those, by the way.
Recently, I've been seeing so many of those. Like, I'm glad you're the way you are, because you're like, I'm vegan, cool, that's it.
Yeah.
But recently, like, I'm on Instagram or Snapchat, and I'm like, vegan tacos, and like not promote it, but like
they do, bro.
They want you to know they're vegan and their lifestyle is greater than yours.
Yeah, bro.
Greater than yours.
Like show offs. Those.
Like,
I don't
remember
at
one point you weren't vegan, so stop trying to be that.
Not that, but they're like, it's just them being like, oh, I'm better than you because I'm eating vegan tacos. By the way, if it's vegan chicken, it's not really chicken, is it?
Yeah.
So why do they call it vegan chicken? It's just a random thought that.
That's so true, and it's very confusing too.
Yeah,
bro. I just be like, is this me, man? I don't even know, man. Y'all put chicken on the menu, bro.
Vegan
like,
tacos.
I know,
vegan chicken tacos.
They have that they have it spelled weird, or they put quotes around it or something.
Jordan's the only cool vegan I know.
True. I know a few vegans, and they're kind of like, oh, gym life, my style. Like how you say promote? Like they promote like they're dieting to what they do. Us like working out.
That's most people now.
I mean, like,
cool, but like
this dude don't like to stay healthy. He's like,
fuck it. Hates it.
Oh yeah.
By the way, good thing you brought this up. In Portland, there's vegan strip clubs.
What?
I swear. Not only that, but I found out that the food is actually really good. So you get to eat. There's a restaurant. Jordan.
Bro, you see my face?
I looked this up. I remember when I went to Portland because I told Santos, like, hey, dude, we gotta.
How does that come? Where we are in
okay.
this
I'm trying to wrap my head
what's going
on?
Because there's strip clubs.
I'm thinking of ass cheeks.
And they serve food, but the food is like they actually care about the food. It's not like some slummy ass food. They actually care and treat the food.
So
with care.
it's
but
cool.
it's a vegan one that's
so
actually.
I no longer have to starve when I'm at strip clubs, bro.
That's what's up.
I can see the butt cheeks clapping, and I can.
You
don't have to order celery,
plus you're eating healthy on top of that. So
I ain't gotta put the celery in the strip.
It's a win-win situation. But
just stay healthy, bro.
It's fucking great, dude.
That's crazy. That's a first.
If I had more money, I would have
went. That's mind blowing.
Yeah, that is throwing me off.
It's a win-win, but at the same time, it's kind of like you're eating healthy, but are you trying to enjoy eating or like? The women, like
what's both?
Vegan?
What you talking about, man?
What the fuck? What's the?
I don't know. Like,
excuse me,
no. But I'm saying like,
it's the best of both worlds. You
really
fucking eating and seeing fucking, you're fucking.
Yeah, right.
So you're gonna eat, and then
don't you
I wouldn't. I would rather eat first and then.
Ramon, you been to a strip club before, bro?
I've been in a strip club.
You could do that. You could eat and then like do whatever you want. You could go like.
I'm just mind blown by the vegan strip club.
Yeah, man.
In general, just mind blown. But I'm just.
I would go.
I'm trying to process.
Girls are
that's why. Like,
like
that's
girls,
just me. I'm just being a little weird. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I know. It's hard. I had to wrap my head around it, bro.
Yeah, it's like
I was just like, they do that, man.
Like, it's amazing. Like, wow, vegan at a strip club, that's dope. But then it's
just having food at a strip club.
That just make me wonder, like, man, are strippers vegan?
Exactly. Yeah, like
there you go, dude. You see that? It just opens up a different pool.
No, I'm just saying, bro. Like, god damn.
It just opens up a fucking pool.
Gentlemen, I propose we open the arcade. Stripper arcade.
The tenants.
Dumbest thing in the world.
How's the dumbest thing? You can have the gamers. You know, let's not talk about it on. No. Dude,
I don't want to give up no ideas.
Imagine you open up.
Whatever. You
probably did already.
Imagine, and then like in the middle, you have arcade cabinets, but then you have like the dance. Like you have the pole in the middle, really arcades around it, and the bar.
You
get all the U-porn, dude.
Let's collab.
Trademark this shit.
Oh, for real, bro.
Let's collab with that. You never know. Imagine.
You get all the nerds, dude.
Yeah.
You sure will.
You get me, dude. I'm fucking there playing
video games.
And she comes like, hey, what's up?
Hey, you want to dance with me? Whoa!
Let me finish it.
It would never work. It would so not work. I'm just thinking of
what do you mean?
I'm just thinking of the fools who's not gonna play the game.
Exactly.
Instead, they just gonna be like,
wait, next round. Huh?
But there's people who like won't get a vegan arcade strip club. But there's people, I don't know. It will work. It would fucking work. It would work.
It's such a niche market too. Like
people would just love the fact that it's just like, oh, it's both.
Yeah, bro.
Like, yeah,
it'd be something to talk about. Like
exactly. Oh, have you been to that arcade strip club? Like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
Hey man, we on the way, fellas. We on the way.
If we don't grow, if we better grow enough to be like Ramon, we're gonna own it.
Yeah.
You buy the jet strip over there, dude.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right in LAX. When you get off the plane, just stop by, run a couple of sticks, see some ass cheese.
We make it a restaurant too, like not a restaurant, but like you can buy food, dude. Like it'll be good food.
Damn.
Not only will you get food, you'll play video games, you'll get drinks, and you get a lap dance. What more does a guy want, dude?
Winning.
I have created your man.
And we'll have girls' night where we get male strippers for them.
Exactly,
nobody's getting left out of this.
Nobody's getting left out, bro.
We're not judging. We're not judging, dude.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
We're not judging. That's it. Money maker right there.
Let's go, man.
Let's go. That's it, guys.
I'm gonna write it down.
I'm gonna take a loan real quick.
Exactly.
Or can I get that?
Oh, for real though, man. So y'all want to close or?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, man. This has been a great talk, everybody.
Yeah,
a little bit of everything in here.
Everything. But this is what Real Ninja Hours is about. You know, just being real, genuine, and thank you for everybody that commented. Thank you, Goon, very much. Thank you, Chester.
Appreciate that.
Thank you, Shaq. Yeah, man. We're gonna close this one out. You know, we'll be back again next week. Make sure to like and subscribe. And share this video as much as you can.
Yeah, let people know if you want to, you ask us questions. We'll answer it next week. We'll have that topic, whatever you want.
Exactly.
And on the side note, you guys really want to have that challenge, by the way?
Yeah,
let's see what the fans say. Let's see what the fans say.
Okay, all right, everybody watching the stream, if you want to see me and Ramon go at it for see who loses the most weight, let us know.
Let us know
right now.
Right now, please.
I'm pretty sure.
I want to see this.
Yeah.
I say do that shit regardless.
You do that regardless.
Regardless. Oh, bro, that was your word, man.
Yeah, I should copyright.
You should copyright that, man. We're gonna put that on a T-shirt too, man.
Regardless.
Yeah. We gotta see regard.
I used to say like regardless, or how was it? Like it was a long like regard.
It was like 3 A's, like 2 R's, D.
Who do I guess?
Less.
Damn.
Chicken detector.
Food wave. Are you guys gonna hook it up with some like, free gym memberships?
What do you?
No, I'm just playing. No.
You're looking for any excuse to get out. Let's go, Ramon.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. Let's bet. Let's go right now. Let's go.
All right, let's just
when's the end point? When's the start? When is the end point? So you better enjoy the food while you can. Exactly. When do we start? When do we end?
I think y'all should start this Monday, bro.
If we start Monday, we need to weigh ourselves before.
What do you mean? Oh yeah,
we need to weigh ourselves because then we can just be like, oh yeah, we're this.
Yes, and we will post this mess on all our social media. So follow us.
We'll give you guys an update of how much we lost. I say at the end of the year how much we the overall weight loss.
Holy shit! Damn,
well, because the month already started. I'm just saying, like it's only fair because like we're gonna just do the weight from now and the end of the month. That's not really enough, right? So it's better off at the end of the year.
So start Monday and then do it by January.
Nah, the end day is the end day is the 31st of this year.
New Year's Day.
I was only saying 10 pounds, man. What y'all trying to lose then? What's the goal?
Well, there's no goal.
There's no goal. Just who loses the most.
Okay.
It's like if we're gonna do a set, it's gonna be like, oh,
yeah, just fucking hey, chicken. What's up?
Oh no, chicken.
Damn. Yeah, at the end of the year, it's only fair because like it's basically you got this month and the next month.
It's gonna be the chicken with the apostrophe now, bro. We gotta put the apostrophe because we don't know if he real meat. He tofu.
Tofu.
Oh man.
Fuck. All right.
New Year's Day, New Year's Day. We just reveal how much we lost.
Tofu chicken.
New Year's Day, for sure. That's the. What's up to you?
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say that's a lot of fucking weight. That I'm gonna lose.
Don't pass out. That's
a lot of weight that I'm gonna lose. That's all I'm saying, Ramon.
I expect.
That's a lot of weight I'm gonna lose. I'm just saying, are you gonna be able to lose weight?
I can. If you want this call out, I will do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
They still talking about this.
All right, I'll shake on it.
Let's go. Let's shake on it. Starting Monday, we weigh ourselves. Does anybody have a fucking scale? Let's go to Target and just weigh ourselves. And then fucking dip.
Don't even buy it, bro.
Alright, let's go.
Save money, bro. Save fucking money.
That's gonna happen, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did this recently and I won the bet. Hopefully, you know that, right?
The beer one?
No, the fucking losing weight one. I did it with my friend when I won Portland.
Oh.
I was weighing 310. Now I'm weighing 290.
That's not bad. Yeah, you told me about that.
In 2-3 weeks.
I just gotta take it like if it was beer because I did a month without
I quit beer.
If I did, that's part of the reason why.
Beer's a big.
And it's funny because when he was doing that diet, I wasn't drinking. That was a trip, huh?
Yeah.
So
crazy,
yeah, for sure. New Year's.
That's what's up, bro.
I got a skill.
Oh, you gotta let me use it, dude.
Hey, I know, right?
All right, so
email that to
email the scale. Step on my screen. All right, yeah. So let's do it.
Yeah.
So starting Monday. So enjoy your food, dude. Sure. Enjoy the shit out of it.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe to this video, share it with all your friends.
Subscribe.
You know what I mean?
Like. Comment.
Our profiles are.
You can check all our social media profiles are below.
Down below. I gotta add the Instagram one. I haven't added the Instagram one, but our Facebook is down below. If you want to hit up Jordan on Instagram or his Snapchat, it's down below. You want to hit up Ramon for his Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook is down below. You want to hit me up on my Instagram?
No, you don't do that. He's the one guy that doesn't. No,
my Instagram and Snapchat is below. And our email
hey, y'all, press them both, especially this guy. Right here, because trying to get his way out of that.
I've committed before. It's just it's gonna be challenging. That's all I gotta say.
It's you eat out too much. Huh?
Yeah, that's it. That's the only problem. If I fix that, I'm golden.
Stepping up to the challenge.
I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna fuck y'all, dude.
You gonna fuck it.
What's the
fuck it up?
What are we gonna win? What's the bet?
Oh, all of a sudden he was talking about bet. Bragging rights, I guess.
Bragging rights.
Bragging rights is cool. I low-key want to give you. I low-key want to give you.
How about this?
Let Jordan choose a challenge then. Let's do a challenge then.
What?
If whoever loses the most weight wins, and whoever loses does it like with a challenge. So name something that they have to do when they lose. Either pay up money or fucking eat some nasty shit or do this.
I can't do things, bro. I cannot eat. pre-hold this, right?
There you go. They're making me beat.
I know. I was just saying that. Like, why you tell me that,
bro? I'm allergic to that. I don't want to end up in a hospital and shit, bro.
How about
and if you guys do,
next
then
episode, I'll let you guys know next episode.
That's fair.
I'll let you know now. I can come up with some bullshit right now, bro.
I was gonna say just
if you let me do my research, I can come up with something diabolical.
We'll let it. All right. Well, you know what? We'll do it next week. Why? Because next week we'll get our weight and we'll also get the challenge done. So we'll do that next week.
For sure.
So we'll do that next week.
Right on.
Right. With that being said, you guys already heard what the fuck we had to say.
And we are out.
Audi 5000, fellas. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
All of a sudden, this guy's doing